And welcome back, everyone, to the FX Open Invitational Series Group G action. I am Unstable, joined here by Railkin. We are going to have Game 2 between Baby Knight and Keen coming up. Map will be Ohana. Let's jump straight into it and see what happens, shall we, Railkin? Alrighty. We have Baby Knight up here at the top left as our blue Protoss. And then down here at the bottom right, currently 0-1 in this series is going to be MVPKeen. Needs to bring this one home to advance into the winners match to play against Symbol for a chance to make it into the round of 32. So it will definitely be an interesting matchup here for these guys. Baby Knight did take game 1, just Keen cutting a few too many corners and just basic 3-gate pressure. It just outright killed him. And that happens from time to time. But of course, Baby Knight being frustrating with his probe here will not get the SCV, but will delay the supply depot at the very least.
Yeah, probe did get trapped in there, so it is going to go down, but he was pretty close to having that siege tank out. If he had managed to repair that bunker with some SCVs, he probably would have been able to defend it, because that siege tank was almost ready with the siege mode. And there was only the one sentry, I believe. So a single force field wouldn't have completely denied repairing, it would have slowed it down a little bit. So it was just very close call. He almost got away with it, but like you said, just maybe one or two many corners cut. And we do see both players getting their expansions down relatively quickly. Pretty normal for this matchup, but like I was saying the last game, it really just comes down to players trying to catch the other one being greedy. Definitely worked in favor of Baby Knight the last game, and we should probably see Keen playing a little bit more honest. Yeah, going into the 3 barracks after the command center this time instead of going straight into that factory.
Yeah, we do see the bunker at the front of the natural here as well. Going, as you were saying, the 2 barracks just playing extra safe here, so we are going to see a longer game this time. Second gas now down for Baby Knight. Is he going to go straight into the robotics facility, or is he going to go for more gateways just like last time? It worked out well for him, but at the same time, it will not work out this time. Like, he could just poke up the ramp and see what's going on, but he will be forced back if he tries the same kind of thing again. However, he is still sitting on about 90 gas, so no chance of actually seeing anything different just yet.
Yeah, waiting to see what he's going to do once he hits 100. Actually does start a sentry, so he is going to be playing a little bit more defensively. Maybe try and tech up a little bit faster with these 2 gas. We do have more gateways on the way, so of course it could still just be an early pressure, and he's getting the sentry out early just to gather up some energy. So either one would be perfectly viable. And we see the stalkers that can poke forward. Take a look at the defenses here. He's going to see the bunker there. Nice job making sure that stalker didn't take any hull damage before he backs off. But there are a good number of Marines, so he realizes that Keen is playing it much safer this time. And he's going to have to be aware of the fact that, well, you know, counter pressure is something that may happen. But it did start that robotics facility, so he is starting to tech up a little bit faster this game.
Yeah, alrighty, so with that expansion up and running, we do see, of course, the extra 2 gateways and then a robotics facility coming out here for Baby Knight. And it's probably going to set up for a much longer game here. Stim is on the way here from Keen. He's now started his factory up on his high ground. It hasn't taken any gas at the bottom of his ramp just yet because Baby Knight has taken one of them. And that will allow him to get this kind of extra tech going. Now, usually you'll see a couple of immortals come out just in case any kind of pressure comes forward. As we see, Keen is moving down his ramp now. Will be spotted because Baby Knight has that stalker on the watchtower. Will be a big heads up for that. Instantly pulls back here. You will be able to kite for a little bit with this one stalker.
At least until Simpack finishes, but that is a good minute away at this point. So he will be able to back off, but he's unsure of the Simpack timing because he saw a lot of Marines, which means there are probably some extra barracks, and he can't really say for certain when the Stim is going to finish. So you see he doesn't really dance with the Marines too much because he doesn't want to get caught off guard by Stim finishing right while he's dancing with them. So he's playing it safe, trying to make sure he has both these watchtowers though, which is a nice call. Wants to have the advanced warning when these units do move out. And he's able to successfully take over that watchtower. We see some Marauders popping out from this Tech Lab barracks for Keen as well. So he's got a decent composition, no concussive shells on those just yet because he only does have the 1 Tech Lab. But it looks like he's actually going to try and add some medevacs into this quite early. We saw another Terran, I don't remember which Terran that was. It was going for the really quick medevacs in this matchup and it was working out quite well.
Alrighty, so We do see Keen starting to work on the rocks on the left-hand side of his natural here. More gateways going down for Baby Knight. He also has, we have Blink on the way. He's got double upgrades going through. Only one eBay here for Keen, so we will lose that upgrade advantage. Oh, nice scan by Keen. Takes out that observer, though.
Yeah, I did see that large army going after the rocks at the moment. So he has the idea that Keen is going to be going for an expansion here in a second. So he knows what the timing is. He's going to be able to stop and either maybe try and punish it or go for his own third base. But he is stockpiling a lot of resources and adding 3 more gateways. So it looks like he's preparing just to try and kill it. Oh, those are the same 3 that he started a little bit a while ago. I thought those would have been done by now. So he just is on the 6 gates with the double forges running these upgrades. They're going to finish in a second. Blink as well. With 6 gates, 1-1, and Blink, he could still just try and come in here and catch Keen right on this expansion timing.
Well, he does see the lift up.
Loading up a bunch of units, but he's going to get caught.
Yeah, almost loses one of those medivacs. Is able to take down everything on the high ground. Taking a little bit of damage on the low ground as well, but one of those medivacs is pretty much dead. This is going to force Keen to back off. Nice positioning on that observer for Baby Knight did allow that to happen, and now his 1-1 is finished. He's even going to have even more of an advantage. Keen just checks up here, make sure there's no third base. Will lose this factory though, but here we go. He's going to come straight back in. Stim is done. But with these extra upgrades, I don't think it's going to matter because these Zealots are ripping these Marines and Marauders new ones here at the moment, and Baby Knight coming out extremely ahead in this engagement. He's losing a lot of sentries, but there's still so much stuff left alive.
All these medevacs actually moving forward, going to get taken out by the Blink. He was actually able in that fight, able to focus down one of the high energy medevacs as well, just because he did have so many more units. So losing 2 medevacs on top of everything else is going to hurt Keen quite a bit. He does have the 6 gateways. The only thing stopping him from just completely charging forward and going for the kill right now is the lack of a forward pylon. But he's definitely thinking about it right now, but it looks like he's withdrawing. Gonna drop a 3rd Nexus instead. He's checking around everywhere for medevacs. But he still has a lot of resources. I think the other problem is he is supply blocked right now. If he had the pylons coming up, he could try and go for the win right now. But instead, he's going for Charge and Storm while he tries to take back both of the watchtowers in the center of the map.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty, so we do see him moving forward with these Stalkers yet again. He's going to take that watchtower. Keen does have a 3rd base up much quicker. That will allow him to try and catch back up. His army supply is quite... Whoop, wrong key. Army supplies are quite even though he did lose that engagement quite handily. But Storm is now on the way with Zealot Charge. He's completely skipping the Colossus tech here for Baby Knight, going straight to Storm. Needs to be careful as a lot of units are coming up, but Keen did not expect those Zealots to be sitting right there. Forced to back off.
Yeah, Keen is actually being pretty brave with his units right now. He does have a good medevac count, but he lost a lot of units. He saw that his opponent had pretty good upgrades. He's got to assume that that's going to be continuing. 2-2 are actually about to finish as well, pretty much at the same time as Storm. So he's going to have 3 major upgrades kicking in at the same time once again, just opening up the pathway between these 2 bases. And then at that point, he's going to have another opportunity to just move across the map and try and kill Keen. Keen is being very aggressive with this army. I don't know why. He should be aware of the fact that his army is a little bit inferior, but he's loading up everything into these medevacs. This is a really ballsy move, and it's going to get seen by this observer. So Baby Knight's going to see all this. His army is in an awkward position, but he will withdraw to try and catch this. This army is going to do a lot of damage before Baby Knight can get back here, though.
Well, at the same time, his Templars are leading the field here. He will be able to get quite a few good storms. He's only going to be able to take out 2 gateways, and he's caught now here as well. He's going to try and target down this sub-energy score. Here come the Zealots. More Zealots being warped in as well. Are we going to see feedbacks on these medivacs? Because...
Oh my god, 17 health on that cybernetics core. If he would have been able to finish that off, that would have been really important. Because then he wouldn't actually be able to work.
But he's coming into the 3rd base at the same time here, Relkun. And he is going to lose this 3rd Nexus. Regardless of what he does. Really nice multitasking by Keen. Baby Knight trying to get back over there, and he's actually left some units in the main, and he's actually cleaned up the rest of these medivacs as they tried to come back in for another attack. And looking here, Baby Knight is ahead in the supplies, remaking that Nexus, but Keen is going to have to worry about an actual attack coming down here from Baby Knight. He's got a lot of Zealots, 34 Zealots, 5 Templars, and 8 Stalkers. He's trying to blink forward to catch these medivacs, and he will actually catch a couple of them. 2 more coming into the back here, 2 come down on the third base yet again. However, this frontal attack here is going to be very difficult for Keen to stop. He does have 2 ghosts and does have enough for 2 EMPs. But here comes Baby Knight. He's actually being dropped at the third base as well. He's not actually noticing here. I don't think he really cares as he's coming straight into this third base. He's got a forward pylon there as well.
Yeah, he does cancel that third base, but he's just not really going to stop. This is a large army, and with these Templars coming in and the really good upgrades, I just don't think that Keen can stand up to this.
Oh, dodges
nice.
the EMP. He dodged
actually,
it.
Did miss, actually, because of that graphic. Catches me off guard every time. So now he does actually have these Templars just waiting to storm, and Keen is just darting up and down this ramp because it's the only good position he has to engage, but that storm!
Yeah.
Oh, that really hurt.
Not looking good here for Keen at the moment. Baby Knight moving forward ever so slightly with his Templars. He is going to have a chance to storm a lot more units. He still hasn't been able to remake his third here, remember, Railcoon, but he has stopped Keen's third himself. And he is up on the tech. Here comes Keen out to the north here. He's going to get a little bit out of position because these Stalkers are here. They blink forward, targeting down some of the Marauders. And trying to target down...
Now.
Yeah.
Too, so the upgrades are even worse for Keen right now. And oh my god, storms going off as those units are stuck between the buildings. I just don't see him standing up to this army right now in Sable.
No, he's trying to do what he can. He lifts up his command center as well to get a better concave on these units, but storms on everything, and things are just evaporating for Keen. It looks like Baby Knight's going to go through to the winners match here, 2-0, and having a pretty successful set against Keen twice.
Yeah, good games by Baby Knight, surprising me a little bit, but definitely playing really well. There's the GG. Congratulations to Baby Knight. He will be moving on.
He will move on to play Symbol in the winners match. Let's jump straight into those matches right now and see how they turn out.